Didn't we just do this one already? Yeah, we did. I deleted it. You know why? It just went on for too long. I gotta learn to keep this short and sweet. All right, so let's do this again. The Crystal Edge Crystal Edge Technology Screen.com website is disconnected from the server. The reason why we disconnected it from the server is because we are changing the name of the company, and I'm actually removing the marketplace. The new labels were already designed for the new gunmetal, and they're going to be selling gunmetal only on our other site. That's basically about it. But other than that, it was removed. So basically, do we have access to the site? Yeah, there's the domain's just disconnected. I do want to change out the domain anyway, and I do want to downsize the package for this because the package we have on here is the e-commerce package, and it's just basically allowing us to sell in the store since it's going to be an information page only. So this over here is on our Wix page right there. So this is inside of the page right now. This would be editing in here. And we can still go in and change things to where we need to do. We just disconnect it from the server because it's just so much easier to work on this and get everything done. The other site, on the other hand, is up and active due to the fact, as I said before, it has a major marketplace on it. It does take in a lot of our orders, so guess what? That is still running. But soon, once this site is up and ready to go, the other site has to come down for a little bit because we have to swap out. The domain names have to be changed. Everything has to be in sync. This is why I spent the last, I think it felt like 8 hours to me, going in and changing everything to the ILEG, which is, I can't tell you the name of the company, but that's the abbreviation. Everything has to be swapped out for that. ILEG is actually in the name abbreviation for the company, but it actually has another name attached to it, which we can't put in there. And does it need to be added in here? No, not really. To tell you, honestly, it doesn't. It has to be on all our business cards. Just about everything. I mean, everything we need from our work bags, everything, literally everything, it's going to have that company's name plastered all over it. So, yeah. So right now, everything is going to change. I told you we're going to have some big changes coming up. We got new technology coming out. Everything now has been converted over to the new stuff. We have the panel system, and that screen you saw that was eating through all that light. Yeah, that's one of the bigger screens of it, of that technology. The ability to, a new form of gain that allows that screen to be able to be painted on anywhere we want, and we can basically put that much light around the screen, which means that everyday commercial lighting is nothing to it. We're in commercial right now, so you'll be seeing some demonstrations on site, and we'll be going to different environments, and we'll be using the ring light system. I plan to use it everywhere we go because it's a fantastic way to explain the screen's gain capability, the new technology we're working on. As in for FLE is now considered to be discontinued. We no longer need it anymore. I know it sounds crazy. We designed stuff so fast, but I think we pretty much got exactly what we wanted. I'm just looking for the perfect screen. I think we got what we wanted. I've never had a screen with that much light embedded into it and still read that well. I mean, it read extremely well. Mind you, our projectors are in eco mode. We've never got them on. We've never ran a projector on that stuff yet that's not in eco mode. So the fact that we can run 13 feet near eco mode and a commercial environment, mind you, when we first started off with FLE, some of it was done in the garage, which had some lighting, but nothing compared to in here. And the other stuff we designed under advanced ambient light projection. It was done in a home front. Even though we had a lot of light in there, even though we're bouncing off ceilings and doing screens outside, nothing beats a commercial environment. It's so much light in here, it's not even funny how well it gets in here. So to be able to have this technology operating here, to have it be to function well, and then be to add additional lighting to a screen inside and still have it function, is beautiful. Definitely beautiful. So we are going to be developing all our technology under this new coating. It is actually fantastic. Also, too, it's going to be incorporated into AdTech. AdTech really needs it, but still, it's going to be incorporated into AdTech. All gaming and all that stuff like that, it's going to have all that stuff. So, yep. Just finishing up the rest of the things I have to do, and that's basically about it. But you'll see changes coming there. Right now, on my Facebook page, we eliminated pages we don't need anymore. got rid of some of the dead pages that are not needed, and are in the process of getting the new name applied. And get past all this hokey pokey slowness. There it is right there. It shows up on everything. Everything. New emails were developed and designed within the company, who's going to be encrypting and watching over our email. Phone numbers, as I said before, we don't have phone numbers on the website. We don't need them. In the survey we did, we got more contact through messaging, through emails, than we did with the 800 number by itself. Really, few people used it. Mostly it was just the weirdos, but more people used it, messaging, and that's based about it. So that's why we got that company. That company is going to control all our messaging coming through. You contact them, you have the insurance that your messages are going to be safe and they're going to be well guarded. Where if these individuals contact this particular branch carrying on, I guarantee you that your Google, I told them we had a problem with these fake Google numbers. You said it's not a problem. They can track your IP address right down to your address or your cell phone. So just let you know that enough of these calls come through, they'll be rerouted and they'll basically be searched out, and let you know they'll be filing a report against you, which means that they'll be filing charges against you. So if you want to act up, you think it's coming to me, and it's not coming to me, it's going to another branch who's taking care of it, because that's what they do, is we hired them for, and you find out you got FBI agents on your front porch, you know why. Because you did too much. All right, that's why we hired them. Most companies get these sites anyway. Verizon, big companies will have to deal with idiots like that at the end of the day, and that's how they control that nonsense. Costs a little bit, but it's definitely worth peace of mind for us and for our customers. Keep in mind, all these phone numbers we have that are on record with that company, they have it on file. We let them know that we have a problem with these individuals. They're going to individually trace those numbers. So like I said, fake number or not, they still can track the IP address down to where it came from. That's your problem at the end of the day, not mine. All right. Also too, because the Crystal Wade site will have the new logo, all will have the new logo. This is just a reminder to idiots, because we do get that. That's why they're going to court and they're being sued. If you touch the logo, just because we're not using it anymore, means you still can get sued. But you know, if you figure that you can't get sued, then when we get to court, you can explain it to a judge, and they'll tell you the same thing I just told you. All right. Other than that, yes, my business, my new cards that are coming in, they have my numbers on them. So I found out that I can get a cell phone with two SIM cards in it, which allow me to run 2 lines off one of my cell phones, which is nice. So that way my number is encrypted, which means that basically I'll be calling you. You contact my company through whatever messaging, we can reach out to you, but that's an encrypted line. It's designed that way for security purposes. Oh, I tell you one thing you naysayers did. So basically, in order for a company to get access to these particular perks, they have to show that they're having this kind of activity. Because of your way you've been carrying on acting up, we're eligible for pretty much just about anything we want. So thank you so much. You've actually helped my company a lot. Thank you. Yeah, because you can't get into one of these units that they have for all this. You have to show that your company is getting that kind of activity in order for you to get these particular perks. And by the police reports and all the stuff we had to show them, yeah, we are eligible. Yep. And they only get that to big companies at the end of the day, so thank you. See what I said? Everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. And yes, the very things that you do can be used against you to benefit a Christian. At the end of the day, Christians always land on their feet, no matter what you try to always do. So that's what's going with that. All right, so yeah, sites, everything's being changed over. I had to go in and change out all the labels to that IEG, the technology right there. We got our own screen coming out, which is fantastic, because my buddy was like, nope, you can't take someone's screen on site and basically claim it to be yours, because there's actually their screen. I'm like, yep, you're right on that. So the Lord blessed us with a screen to design, it'll be our screen at the end of the day. I love it. And we're going to have that. We got several different forms of blackout cloth coming out. Several different forms. And it's all spandex. I like the spandex blackout cloth better because it stretches around the frame. It fits much tighter around the frame. That's what I prefer to use. If I was going to use blackout cloth only. I do prefer for our blackout cloth to be acoustic from the door. I love acoustic at the end of the day. See, I'm not one of those people at the end of the day that says because I love acoustic, that if you want acoustic, you have to spend a lot of money for it in order to get that. I'm the kind of person that feels that everybody should have acoustic screens. Why shouldn't you? So all of our blackout cloths are going to be all acoustic material, stretch material. We have these customized frames. I can't tell you how everything's going to be put together and built, because I got to keep that a secret. But it's going to be pretty nice. It's something you can take apart. Get our own bags with it with the company's logos on, which is going to be pretty nice. So I can't wait to start getting that set up. What else? So we're going to be offline. We're going to be doing a lot of business. And like I said, my business cards and my titanium cards are for my phone numbers and all that stuff for people coming here and see the technology once we get the screens finished in here. And then online, same as usual, marketplaces and all that other cool stuff. We got a what's new page. You can go in and see what's new, what we're coming out, what we're working on. We're going to convert I have another YouTube account called Cardboard PC Kingdom. We're doing all our builds on there. All our builds. I told you we're building it. We're literally actually building a gaming platform. Like I have some people that are gamers and they're sponsored. I mean, heavily sponsored. And they're interested in what we're doing. Our gaming screens, our gaming floors that we have coming out, interactive technology we're working on involving gaming and our technology. They're interested in these cardboard built PCs. They find them interesting. So we got that right there. We got a whole lot of stuff we're working involved in gaming. So that is going to be interesting right there. And then we got that screen called the Flex, which we have an actual case coming in that fits one of the flexes. You can actually project images and everything cool stuff we're working with that. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff we're working on. We got a whole new website we're building for that. I'm going with GoDaddy, by the way. They just have so much more. I mean, the VIP servers and a lot of them allow us to be at the network and host. That is going to be fantastic. It's going to be interesting. It really is going to be interesting. The whole thing with console, it's just going to be interesting. I'm curious myself to see where this is going to end up with console. It's interesting. See what happens. But it's going to be designed for all systems, but you got it to. Nintendo's still flowing at the end of the day, which I'm planning to pick up a Nintendo Switch. I like their games. They make a lot of good games on there. The games I like to play. But, you know, if I want to play their games, I got to get the system. And I'm willing to pay for their monthly cost, whatever it costs at the end of the day, because I can't find those games on my system. Thus, by hearing me say that, is why exclusives are so important. That's why. Because if Nintendo games were on PC, I would be playing them on PC, and I would not even dare buy that system when I got it on a more superior piece of equipment. Nintendo is smart. They're going to outlive everybody. They are. They're quiet. They keep under the radar. They got a massive fan base. Their fan base is bigger than Sony. Remember, Nintendo's been out forever. And Nintendo, I can honestly say, is the only platform that had a successful handheld. Because handheld is really hard to do. It is. It really doesn't do all that well. They've tried it. The Neo Geo had the Pocket Neo Geo. It didn't do all that well. Genesis had the Nomad, which is that great big huge one. Took all the batteries. But it didn't do too well either. You know, you had several different versions of handheld games that tried to exist. Xbox was trying to do it. You know, Steam got one, but Steam is nice and all, but it's not on the level as a Game Boy. The Game Boy has literally sold more handheld consoles than most systems. So Nintendo figured it out. Matter of fact, they're doing the same thing. They're running on a console / handheld. And they're doing extremely good at it, too. So, you know, they're the kings of it. On top of that, they don't lease their games out to nobody. If I want their system, I gotta go buy it. Which I don't mind doing it. Because, you know, I want to play the game. That's why. And if Sony did it where Sony only made it and Xbox only made it, their games were only exclusive on their system, I go buy one of them too. Because you know why? I can't get it on PC. If I can't get on PC, guess what that means? I don't care at the end of the day that if I have to pay a subscription cost. I don't care if I had to spend $700 for a system. I don't care. I can only get the game there, and I want to play the game, so I'm going there to play. That's the thing about it. That's what I try to explain really quick, that it's not about who has the most power at the end of the day. It's the exclusives. That's what it comes down to. The exclusives. That's the bread and butter of the whole entire system of console. If you give away that, you have nothing left. That's it. That's the end of it. They don't care at the end of the day. You can talk about having this on, they don't care. It's that console. It's that exclusive. It's important. Well, you better write letters at the end of the day. You better write letters to Sony. I don't know, it might be too late because they've been doing it since 2020. You better do something at the end of the day. That's the bread and butter. Even though PC, I'm going to be designing for this system with dance circles around a Nintendo system over there. Easily. But I don't have their games on my system. So you know what that means? I want to play those games. I do. I'm going to go over there and buy their console system. I'm going to pay for their subscription cost. I'm going to pay it every single month so I can continue to play the games they have on it that I want to play. And I can't wait to play them online because it's going to be fun as I don't know what. I'm going to pay for it. See? There you go. That's why your exclusives are important. I'm a PC gamer, and I am going to buy the Switch over there and a bunch of their games and pay every month over there, even though I get it for free, if I can't get their games. That's what I've been trying to tell you. You know, people want to go back and forth. Oh, it's about power. And who cares? It ain't about that. It's not about that. It's about them exclusives. Told you, you had an Xbox 360, and I bought dozens of these systems, and they burnt out on so many different levels. It's not even funny. I even had a backup in a box that tells you how much I played. And you know why I couldn't go anyplace else and play those games? Because they were only available on that system. I couldn't go with PC and play. I can play Halo on PC now, yes. Back then I couldn't. Nope. Even though it was Microsoft, which I found kind of strange. Yeah, I'm buying a Nintendo. I'm gonna hook it right up on that screen over there too. Something new in here. Every time, I'm never gonna catch up. I can't play it. Nowhere in the world I'm gonna be able to play all these games. It's virtually impossible. That's the overwhelming about PC. It just no way in the world. It's gonna overwhelm you to a point you're just gonna shut down. It's just so much. It's so much stuff. I know this is off topic, but I'm just gonna add this in here anyway because it's part of we're building a gaming platform. It's overwhelming. It is. It's a lot of stuff. You're gonna be like a kid in a candy store in here. You're gonna be going nuts, and the games are expensive too. They're very, very affordable. You're just gonna be going. You like turn-based games? There's so many turn-based games in here. It's unreal. I'm looking for all right, cool. I'm looking for this is my wish list. My wish list has like 60 games in here. I'm not even close. Every time I turn on, it's something new I gotta buy. And then you go to free, where they have the free options with free games. I'm like, oh my goodness, like all this stuff that's coming out. And then you can look at the games that are coming. The free games are freaking amazing. Like I got free games on top of free games I can't even play. It's just so much. Look at Destiny 2. All that's on here. Whew. Something I try not to come in here. And the Sims, I'm a big fan of the Sims. There's so many versions of Sims in here. It's not even fun. This is my freaking wish list. I'm waiting for this to come out. I got games on here that haven't even been out yet. Early access. You can request early access to a game. That's free. That's free. Ooh, I gotta get this right here. Free. All this is, most of the stuff they have on here is free. Let me see. This is where I want to go to. I want to go to the store real quick. No, what the frick is this? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why it never ends. There's just so many. See, you guys had a problem with games coming out. There's so many games coming to PC. It is not even funny. Like, a lot of you not. If you don't believe me, go get yourself a guest account through Steam. Just get one. You don't have to have a PC. You can get a guest account and just check it out. Just watch it. You're like, oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me. The games come out so fast. There's so many of them. Just popped up. Look, now available. I got like 20 games right now waiting to pop off. And I got games on top of that. There's just so much. But just go get yourself, you can get a guest account. It's free anyway. But get yourself a guest account if you want. And then just go to the game library. You would guarantee, you're like, oh my goodness, like we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have that. It's just so much of it. I've got to play this. There's a guy walking around with fire on his head. I've got it. What's this called? Internals. Are you kidding me? See, this one time, every time I come on here, that's why I hate coming here. There's just so much stuff. All right. You'd be like, I don't know where to put the play. You have so many games. You ever remember the time when you first started burning games? Well, those who remember that, burning games back in the day when JTAG your PlayStation, or you go to somebody can burn games, and they give you like a stack of games. You're like there's no way in the world you're gonna play that many games. This is what it feels like. Those of you that are Halo fans, this is the list of Halo. And they got so much more on here. Flight simulators. You got a flight simulator? I got one sitting over there. Yeah, you can do flight simulator games, the whole 9 yards. You name it. They got it on here. Just so much. Like right now, I'm looking at, they got this one in my library right here. This is free, by the way. That's free. So you guys that play Halo Online and you kick butt on a daily, this is where you should be at right now playing. And this is free. You would have a ball in here. There's so much customization. You get to so much customization. It's free. You can play it for free. You can play it with your Xbox controller if you're familiar with that. That's what you like to play. You can play it with your PlayStation controller. It's up to you. There's all kinds of online play. And let me see, what's your requirement for this? So recommended settings, let's see. Yeah, you can run this on an RX 5700, or you could run this on an RTX 2070. Those are cheap cards. And that's for basically for recommended max settings. You can run it on a Ryzen 7, let's see, 3700X, or you can run it on an Intel i7 9700K, which is, again, the cheap parts. I can get those parts for like 20 bucks, $20, $30, that's what I would pay for them. Let's see, pretty much there's nothing at the end of the day. A PC for $500 could run that with no problem. And that's recommended. Do you have to run it on recommended if you don't want to? No, you don't. I've run a lot of games that are not recommended. I pay it on minimum. Minimum runs perfect fine too on top of that. So if you're running this on minimum, you can use a graphic card of an RX 570. God, you know how cheap that card is? That is super cheap. Or you can run it over here. My system over here is a GTX 1050. I can run it on the card I have over here. Yeah. So yeah, I could run this with no problem. On this, over here, my work PC. So you don't need all that to begin with. It's unnecessary. You get a 3050. The paramedic that picked me up when I had the problem when I wasn't breathing too well, he runs his games on a 3050. Today, a 3050. It runs perfectly fine. Yep. You don't need all that. You're going overboard. You're doing what most people do when they first start building on a PC. They go overboard. You literally are not going to use half of that stuff you have in there. So, the Halo fans, good at that team deathmatch. I'm not good at team deathmatch in Halo. For some reason, it don't click for me. Some people are just super too good. Like racing games, that's like a whole category for racing games. There's tons of racing games. These are all racing games. As many racing games as you could possibly want. There's so many games. The simulators, so much. It just keeps going on. It never stops. There's just so much stuff in racing. Just so much. You just see this. It's insane. Look at this. I'm not showing you the list. There's literally that much. You just keep on going, just more and more and more and more. It just keeps going. Yeah, your library alone can be nothing but racing games. And then the steering wheels for these things are berserk. Like you can get some insane simulators like you would not freaking believe for these things. There's so many Formula One freaking racing games. And guess what? There's also too involving racing aircraft. Yeah, they got aircraft like the Red Bull. You fly through loops and stuff with other people on one, which is funny as on the what, because you collide wings with somebody. It's hilarious. They got freaking, ooh, is that freaking boat racing? It is. I love boat racing. Do I have this saved in my whatchamacallit? Oh no, it's in the car. Oh, yeah, it's on the steering wheel. I gotta get a steering wheel now. See, I like arcade games like this. This is what I like. With a steering wheel, this is my thing right here. Those arcade games. I love those games so much. So if you're a huge racing fan, you would be in here losing your mind. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And look at this. Look at this whole stack right here. That's all free. That whole stack from here and it's all free. Oh, wait a minute, that's all free. What the freak? I need more racing games. Like I need more racing games. I need more racing games. Like I need another hole in the head. What's this right here? The Disney game I got for free. Oh snap! These are the kind of games I like. I'm getting it. Yes. I'm getting it. Yes, it's free to download it. No. I want to add it to my library. No. Download it. I'm playing this tonight. This is freaking amazing. Yes. I love these kind of games. The Mario Kart kind of games like that is hot. When did this come out? Single player. Okay, cool. Yep, takes the Xbox controller. That's hot right there. Let's see what our specifications is. We can run it. We know they can run it. Okay, yeah, we can run it. Yeah, because basically for the graphic card, it's asking for GTX 9060. That's nothing. A GTX 9060 is nothing. My card's higher than that. My card's over here is a 1050, so I can run it with no problem. Yeah. Oh yeah, I could definitely run this with no problem. I'm definitely getting this, man. I love these kind of games. I freaking love. Look at the levels they have on here. And it's downloaded right now. This is why I never, ever get a chance to play any of my games, because I download so many games that I never get a chance to get to play them. I'm definitely going to be into this. But the racing games, I'll play first. And that's free. Oh, mama. All right, that's downloading right now. Definitely playing that. I got that one right there. That's mine. What else we got here? We got a bunch of free games. Now, if you want just all, this is all driving mind. It goes on. And then the flight simulators, same thing. Shooting games, games about strategy and the strategies and the whole Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, it's all on here, man. There's so many different versions. You have a different version of Dark Souls on here if you're into that kind of stuff too. There's just so much. It just keeps going. This is what I mean by you can get overwhelmed extremely easy on here. Like, oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start first. That literally is going to happen a lot. And you'll download games and you'll get it. It's crazy. It's like run into a store and everything is free. You're going to pay for some stuff, but it's not really expensive. Are we at the bottom yet? No, we're not even anywhere near close to the bottom. I know we just jumped completely off topic. I know. I'm sorry. When I get in here, it's amazing. I know. I'm doing a gaming platform. Oh, look, Dark Souls 3. I was just talking about that a few minutes ago, wasn't I? I was just talking about Dark Souls. It's kind of just, is it listening to what I'm saying at the end of the day? Monster Hunter. That's going to be on here. I got that Dark Soul. I can't do Dark Souls. I get my butt kicked in this game. I mean, literally kicked in this game. Without mercy. You got free to play. This is free to play games. All games for free. I gotta get back in the Sims, man. I like the Sims. Oh, I got this one right here. This game is sick. It's called Dirty Bomb. Yep. And it's free to play. And I'm online playing it. This game is sick. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Unreal Tournament. A little bit. You can put a force field, all that stuff. Look at this. I'm going to have the ball. That's free. Kabam. That is free. My game already uploaded already. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, cool. Dirty Bomb. I got this one right here. That's another one I got right there. See, crossed out. This is another one I picked up. That's a good one. That's mech game right there. Mech shooting vehicles. Design your own vehicles, weapons, whatever, and you just go in and just get it in. A couple more shooter games I got on this side right here. I picked up. I got a Metal Slug on here. I picked it up already. Oh, the Stumble Guys. I ain't got that patience for that. Let's send those right here. This is one right there. I gotta get to my stuff, man. Sheesh. See, this is where I need to take a break for a little bit. What we got going on over here? If we got anything new over here, we got the tanks like that. Sorry, people. This is usually me when I go through here. There's just so much stuff, and we got more. Oh man. All right. Let me see what we got going on here with this right here. This is all free, by the way. All this is free. All these amazing games they have on here, like you would think they would give you free games, right? And the games would look like crap, like something like Tic-Tac-Toe or something like that. No. Sky Children of the Light, free to play. This is out already? What we got here for software control? Ooh. Hey, this is the one I got on my list too. That game is gonna be sick. It's like Call of Duties and Transformers. That's what it reminds me of. It is sick. This looks hot. I like games like this. This is pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be checking this out. This is free, right? It is free. Yes, it is. Add it to my library. Yes, thank you. Definitely gonna be playing this. This is pretty cool. That's why we got these giant screens over here, because this is where this kind of game is going, over there to play. I like stuff like this. I got this already. This one's already downloaded. Marvel Rivals and all this like that. Apex and everything. I was looking for this one game. Destiny 2. I used to be in those turn-based games. You had to build stuff, all this crazy stuff you had to build. Like Conquer and Command. I got to get back in that. I really like those Conquer and Command games. You have to build and fortify your base, build your soldiers. And I always start with the research labs. The research labs would always find all kinds of elements in order to build and make your soldiers stronger, better tanks, weapons, stuff like that. So I would invest in the scientists. Let's see what's coming up new one here. Okay. Like I said, just get a Steam account. Get one, set it up, and go look around in there. It ain't gonna hurt to look around in there. I mean, come on. Gee whiz, act like you're married to your system at the end of the day. Like your system, like, oh, you cheating on me? I smell keyboard in your hand. Yeah, just have some. Go check out and see what's in there. Some people get a little intimidated because they think at the end of the day you got to build. You don't have to build. You can just go buy the system and be done with it. Okay, from the other way, people build. We got build because I just built. I like to build. That's all to it. You know what I mean? That's me at the end of the day. Some people build, some people buy. But at the end of the day, it's all about coming down to gaming. I gotta stop. Watch the political nonsense that's going on right now. You know who did what. You know who did what. You know who did what this week, right? All right, so I don't like to get into politics, but I gotta say one thing. All you freaking Trump supporters, you suck on so many levels. It's not even funny. Like, literally, you have no idea the madman that you just voted into office. Did you see what that joker just did? Cut all federal funding? You've got to be in. You know, that is horrible. And there are veterans involved in that mess. Yeah. Veterans involved in that mess. Veterans. People who bled and died for this country. They got caught up in that mess. You better never order anything from me ever. Nothing. Yo, I remember when I was coming out from I was from the store, and I remember seeing lines up because they've had a voting down. They were voting down here too, out there protesting and talking about this, that, and the other, and you were making the right choice and all that stuff. At the end of the day, how could so many people be idiots at the end of the day? I guess you're not feeling too good right now, are you? Because you got hit with that nonsense too. There's a whole bunch of them on TikTok and over here on freaking YouTube crying their brains out. They can't believe that he stabbed them in the back. Let me explain something to you about Trump. Trump is different. Trump does not see you. He sees money. That's what he sees. Do you understand how that works? I know you feel at the end of the day that he is your president. You're not his president unless you are worth a lot of money. He only sees money. That's it. Most people that are rich only see money. That's what they see. You got your stuff. You got your stuff cut, didn't you? A lot of people got their stuff cut at the end of the day, and that's jacked up. That is messed up. Was he thinking about you? No, he wasn't thinking about you in any way whatsoever. See if you wear that red hat now. How dumb can you be? There's warning you. I warned you, didn't I? Good thing they overturned that nonsense. They did was overturned. And then he went back in, and he went back in and overturned it because he got a lot of heat. There was so many people coming at him to sue him. It wasn't even funny how much heat came down on top of him for that nonsense he tried to pull at the end of the day. You know, this is why it's a good thing and a bad thing, and I'll tell you why. It's a good thing because at least a lot of these Trumpers that were supporting this nonsense and knew they were right 100% and thought they had the right person in office that they voted for. Now you got a chance to see what we were telling you about whole entire time, that you couldn't trust them. We were telling you you can't trust him. And oh no, I can trust him. I trust him. I trust. And look what he did. He dogged you out. Those programs hit a lot of people at the end of the day. And those Trumpers got hit with it too. Now you see what we're telling you all that time. Sometimes for some people to learn, some people only got to take a few fingers and stick them in the fire. Unfortunately for you, someone had to pick you up and throw you in a bonfire while you were doused in gasoline. In order for you to learn what people were trying to tell you from the door what he was. And you guys all sitting in line, all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, just gullible as can be. And he turned on you. Now get on there. I don't see not one person posting Trump 2025 or not nobody posting anything, because you got hit with that nonsense too. And if it wasn't you, it was somebody you knew. It was close to you. Somebody got hit with something. Even the police got hit with that mess. Federal funding. Those are police officers too. Kids school programs. Yeah, a lot of you Trumpers, you got kids out there, don't you? Yeah. Guess what? That got cut. Medicare got cut, SNAP programs got cut, all that stuff got cut. But they put it back. They put it back. But at least it shows you how heartless he can be. How you feel right now about your vote? I got a couple of friends of mine that voted for Trump. They can't speak right now. They're just sitting there in silence. They can't speak. Yep. Here's a guy that'll point out for you right here. Walk over to a friend you trust, turn around and help him pull that dagger out of your back, because that's literally what he did with you. Stabbed you clean in your back. You didn't see that one coming, did you? No, you did not. You didn't see it coming. We told you from the door. I remember all those idiots I saw sitting there with the Trump hats on and Trump shirts on, sitting there all proud, chests all puffed out, all happy that they won. How you feeling right now? You didn't have your back, did you? Nope. No, he did not. No, he did not. You got stabbed in the back. Not even a normal sized knife. No. You ever seen the Arabian sword fighters that those great big, huge, giant knives, huge hook on it? You got plunged with one of those at the end of the day. Because they're all over YouTube crying about how they're upset, how they're ticked off, how they feel they got stabbed in the back. You know the guy's history from day one. You already know from day one what he's about. And you still voted for him. Jeez Louise. You better never tell anybody that you voted for him, because people are just not going to take you too friendly. I wouldn't, because that hit everybody. That hit everybody. You better never tell anybody that you voted for him. Life is going to get so much worse for the Trumpers at the end of the day. Your house catch on fire and fire department's just sitting out there shooting the breeze before they pull the hose out, waiting for your house to burn to the ground first. Yeah, you deserved it. Gee whiz Louise. Good gracious. You only been there like 8 freaking days. We got 4 years of this nightmare. 4 years of it. But you know what? Because of knowing what he's capable of doing, they're going to bring people in place to keep him locked in. That's what they're going to do. They're going to monitor everything now. So it's a good thing he did this, and I'll tell you why. It gives people who are naive and blinded and thick-headed to understand what we were trying to tell you from day one. And it also, too, lets people in Washington to see what he's capable of, so that way they can keep an eye on everything that he does. Because he needs to be under a magnifying glass 24/7 a day. I mean, that Hubble telescope, the one that can zoom down and actually see within your skin pores. He needs that kind of monitoring. I usually don't like to talk about this stuff, but I have never seen anything this jacked up before ever. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sheesh, my goodness. Yeah, he hit you too with that mess, didn't he? And y'all the main ones on YouTube crying. You can't believe you got stabbed in the back. Oh, good gracious. It's like a man who went to jail beating on a woman, and you married a man that was beating on a woman, and now you complain that he's beating on you. Like everybody's supposed to be surprised. Guess what? Frank hit me the other day. I can't believe he did that. You do know what he went to jail for, right? But he's different. He's different. I can change him. Oh my goodness. You know, people like this. I'm gonna go back to this real quick. Oh. Yeah, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And he broke laws too. I did it because you can't just do that. You can't write something into law. I don't know what kind of finagle nonsense he did, but that was not supposed to happen that way at all, period. That's the reason he can't be a dictator. That's what a dictatorship, because we have laws in place to keep him from doing that kind of stuff to begin with. The Library of Congress, all that. It's saying he can't do that kind of stuff. The fact he was able to get that far with it shocks the crap out of me at the end of the day. This stuff keeps on. I'm leaving the country. I'm dead serious. I'm doing everything I'm leaving the country. I'm definitely going to leave. Pack myself up and just going to go. Because literally, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I got people over in DR. I'm going to leave, just go over there. Buy some land up and just poof. Jeez. Yeah, pop up on any Trumpers, pop up on any social media page, anywhere, and say some nonsense like, "Oh yeah, I love my yeah, you're gonna get an onslaught from the internet, like on top of you, like literally, because that affected everybody. He just gave one of those "I don't give a blanks" to everybody when you sign that, even you. But you know, you'll still have some naive idiots out there at the end of the day. Come out, well, I believe he made a mistake. Oh, you're always one of them. It's always one of them. Don't pop up on my page with that dumb nonsense at the end of the day. We don't see them nowhere at all, period. Nowhere. They don't usually pop up from here to there, but say something, you know, but we haven't seen anything at all, period. Because they got hit with it. And they're the main ones right now on YouTube ranting right now about how they got stabbed in the back. They didn't see that coming. I told you, didn't we? We told you. Oh, you're going to hear a lot? I told you so. I told you so. As a matter of fact, you got to suffer in silence. You know why? Because you can't be going out to people and telling them that you bad enough people go online, and you got to see the onlash they get when people become, well, you voted for it. What are you crying to us for? You voted for it. You brought him in office, didn't you? Now what the frick are you complaining about? It was your choice. I'll go to people and contact them and say, oh yeah, well, I'm going to hang the phone up on you. I live. You was standing, click, hang the phone right up on you. We are not having this conversation. You voted for him, right? You brought this mess. Now, they were to fix it. They fixed it. He went in and basically put everything back, of course, because he's going to get sued on so many levels. It was not even funny. Attorney generals, all kinds of stuff were involved in that. That is freaking heartless. Did you see the people that were on that list that he basically froze? Medicare, it's crazy. People could die. What happens if your mother Trumper, at the end of the day, you people are Trump supporters, right? What happens if your mother's on Medicare and she needs something she can't get and she dies? You didn't think about that, did you? Nah, you never do. You never think about that kind of stuff. Her kids can't get food. You can't get food. You didn't think about that, did you? I'll tell you one thing. You're going to doing deportation. You guys need to start with y'all first. Gee whiz Louise. Never seen anybody that stupid. You seen what he did the last time he was in office. You seen that freaking nightmare in COVID? That thing was freaking unbelievable. He is withholding vaccines because he was mad at people. And you guys, after going through all of that, you'd say, you know what? I think it'll be different this time around. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. I would advise you not telling anybody. If you even have any of that stuff laying around your house, any kind of Trump t-shirts, posters, whatever, I would advise you get rid of it. If your neighbors even find out, because they got hit with that nonsense. Everybody got hit with it. find out that you voted for that freaking nonsense in the day, yeah, you're going to run the risk of all kinds of problems. I've never seen anything about that. I read through that thing. Good gracious, you have got to be kidding me. He just didn't care, did he? Got to be nerve to be putting stuff. We got a Christmas channel on Facebook, and they show like all kinds of stuff for Christmas and stuff like that. And once in a while, them idiots will come in there and post some picture of Trump and sit there and say, "Oh God, to protect this man." Really? You need God to protect you at the end of the day from that man. But you got a wake-up call. It had to happen. It had to happen. It had to happen for him to go out and do something crazy like that. It had to happen. Because they needed a wake-up call. They needed to see exactly what they voted for. This game is hype. This game looks so freaking good, man. Look at this, man. Somebody's back there got this freaking crazy Mac. This is online. This is free to play. This is online. Look at the big boys in the back. Only thing about the big boys, they take damage, but they're slow. Yeah, I need a controller with that. Maybe a flight stick would work well with that too. On top of that, that'd be nice to get a flight stick. I got this already in my collection already, but that's pretty hot. Oh man, yeah, that was yeah, read through that document. That was messed up. Even the police got hit. Federal funding police officers cut. Try to freeze him. Tried to. He didn't get away with it. Now he's gonna go back in and act like, you know, hey, it was just a glitch or whatever, so and so. We know what you did. And you know why he don't care this way around? I'll tell you why he don't care. For you Trumpers, so you notice from the door why he don't care about you even less. He care about you even less, and I'll tell you why. Because he can't come back and then be president again. You only get 2 terms and that's it. Can't come back a 3rd time. See, if he was going to come back in, he was going to need you for that 2nd time. If he was going to get back in, which he did. But he can't come back in after this. He served his days. He did 2 terms, and that's all you get. So he couldn't care less how many times he throws you up on a split and throws you in front of a fire and slowly turns you till you cook. He don't care. He's in there now. He got exactly what he got out of you. And you played the game, and you lost. He used you, and that's what he did. And that's why y'all sitting around on YouTube screaming, yelling your brains out when it happened. When he cut y'all benefits off, you're in there screaming and yelling how he stabbed you in the back. He was never your friend to begin with. How in the world are he going to relate to you to begin with? He's a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever the freak he is now. How does he relate to you? He don't even see you in any way whatsoever. Jeez, my goodness. What does it take sometimes? It really does. But you know, like I said, it's bad that it happened, and it really is bad. It's horrible what happened. I'm glad they're fixing it and putting it back to where it needs to be at. But it's also needed to happen so these idiot supporters can see what the freak you voted in, what nightmare you brought into the United States. This is what you brought in. The man committed treason on United States soil. He even pardoned the people who committed these crimes. And you brought that back. Whew. We don't have red hats down there. If we do, they hide them. And we definitely have to see them now. So the first thing you're going to hear, if you even mention that you're a Trump fan, they're going to say, oh, you was responsible. You're going to get blamed for that. That mess is now your problem now. You can get blamed for it. You can't go out there and say it. Go out and test the waters and see what happens. Go out there right now and say, yeah, I support Trump, and see what happens to you. That stuff didn't hit just a couple of people. That hit all. Nationwide hit a bunch of people. We're not talking about one state. It went nationwide. He's president of the United States of America. The entire, all 50 states were hit with that mess. Dare go someplace and say that you support him at the end of the day. I wouldn't even bother going to a restaurant. You would find all kinds of jacked up stuff in your food. You think I'm joking? I'm dead serious. You hit home to a lot of people. People's kids, their grandparents, all that stuff. You really went all out. I wouldn't dare say it. At the end of the day, you basically, no. You wouldn't be surprised how people will treat you. You're ostracized when you really think about it from the United States, because now you consider to be part of that mess. Anything he does, any crazy, wacko, psychotic, you're now part of that. That is your circle from now on. And you will be labeled with that for the rest of your life. Yep. Anything he does, that's you. So if I do have any Trump supporters in here, do me a favor, get the freak off my channel. And unsubscribe, please, while you're at it. Don't come on here. I would never sell you anything in a million years. I would never sell you nothing at all, period. Don't want your business. I had a guy in there one time, he found out he was a Trump supporter. Yeah, put his money back in his account. Your money's no good. I don't want your money. I thought that was the most disgusting thing I've seen in my entire life. Now, if you're a Trump supporter at the end of the day, and you saw that nonsense, and you thought that that was wrong at the end of the day, and you basically switch sides, then we welcome you. Hello, how you doing? But if you're basically one-on-one with that guy, like, oh, well, you know, I still, bye, get away from me. Because you got some people that turned on it. They don't want nothing to do with them. They don't want a thing to do with them. Yep, you don't want nothing to do with them at all, period. So you got to forgive those at the end of the day that basically are willing to turn away from him. At least they're trying to make an effort, but some of them are just basically oh, man, that's crazy, man. I still don't want your business. I don't. You attack kids. Those are kids, man, at the end of the day. Come on, man. Some of those programs help to feed kids. And the guy sat there talking about, well, they need to get a job, they need to get a job. Not when they like freaking kids. What the freak are you talking about? See, this is what happens when you have so much privilege that you're out of touch with the human race. That's what happens to some people. They're so caught up in their own little bubbles at the end of the day that they're literally out of touch with the everyday man or woman, period. That's why I respect people who have money at the end of the day and they work in the factories with their employees. They're in touch. They do that because they don't want to get to a point where they become out of touch. They still want to be in touch with their fellow man at the end of the day. Gee whiz Louise. Unbelievable. Gee whiz. In the 8 days, I'm already doing stupid stuff at the end of the day. Good gracious, man. Put a bell on it so you can know where he's at in the White House. At least. Jeez. That is absolutely horrible. You know, you didn't even know what they were doing. They just wrote that thing up at the last minute and signed it out. They didn't even know what was on it, to tell you the truth, or what programs they were cutting. Literally, he's that guy who has a yard that if you kick your ball over, that basically you have to hear all these horror stories about what happens to kids that go over the yard and they disappear. You remember everybody had one of those on their block growing up. You had that crazy old man on the block that basically you wouldn't dare kick your ball over there. You make bets who would rock, paper, scissors, who would jump over and get it. And it was just eerie as other way. You jumped over there like you would just freak out because you knew it was watching. He was going to come out sooner or later and just gobble you up. That's literally what he is. No respect for the Constitution at all whatsoever. For your forefathers that basically bled and died for your basically rights. That was just nothing, right? Yeah. It's just the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Unbelievable. Oh, I can play this right now. This is paradise. Oh, we ain't got it coming in yet, do we? What are we asking for this one? Pum, 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 pum. What's this? Nothing. Can we cause chaos in this game? Oh, I hope it's not one of the games. It's single player or chaos, which will be here. Early access. Can I get in and play this now? It's like an open world, huge open world game. You can do all kinds of stuff in here. And these are real people you talk to online. Oh, there's got to be penalties for chaos. There has to be penalties for chaos. I wonder. Coming soon. So I wonder, like, if I get arrested, like, if I get a timeout in the game, like, you can't come on a server for like 5 days. You're in prison. Like, really? This is what we're doing? I can't be normal in this. This is impossible. I cannot be normal in this. I played too much GTA to be normal in this game. So basically, this is like, all this is real. Like, you got real people in this game. It's kind of like that Second Life. You ever heard of Second Life, where people actually live another life? You know what I mean? This is going to be impossible for me. I'm going to get banned from this game on so many levels. I play GTA. Nobody can play this game. It's virtually impossible without getting some kind of chaos. You ever see how I drive in GTA? I drive like I have no common sense. I drive on your side of the road, my side of the road, the opposite side of the road. And when I get ready to park my car, I will crash up the side of the freeway into a store and get out. That's how I drive. Because I can always get another vehicle. You saw the people they're showing? They're different people on here. They're voice actors and stuff. Oh, man, I'm going to get banned off this game on so many levels. I'm just thinking about the chaos I'm going to get into. Oh, there's guns involved. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to be in chaos. Are they going to mod the daylights out of this? See, that's why you can't have games that have destructible backgrounds. In GTA, they can't make GTA with destructible backgrounds. That city would be flat in no time at all. There'd be people rocket launching everything. I know, I try to keep it on top of people. I tried. I couldn't do it. This is insane. Oh, for a minute, I'm thinking like, okay, they do have guns in the game. That they put you on certain missions, that's basically about it. But can you attack other things at the end of the day? Come on. How many people on GTA drive on a sidewalk? Come on. We all do it. Don't try to act like you're holier than thou. We all drove on a sidewalk. Most people rob convenience stores, you know, stuff like that. He's going to rob a convenience store. Oh, man. Yeah, I am definitely going to be chaos in here. Definitely going to be chaos in here. So let me see right here. What are we talking about in this game? I'm going to have to look at some stuff in here. Is there penalties in here? Because I want to get in all sorts of trouble in here. There's so many game unlimited possibilities. Play with friends. Car races. Complete daily missions. Reaching access. Possibilities. Okay. I'm going to have to look at what there's penalties in this game. Because I've seen some games where if you get arrested in certain games, you're actually banned from the server. Like, for whatever time you have to go serve, like, you got seven days, you're 7 days off the server. I'm going 7 days off the server. I'm going up big. I'm basically modding the nukes. Someone's going to mod the nukes. Is that a mushroom cloud? Flying saucers. Oh my goodness, we flying saucers, giant rubber Godzillas, nukes. You guys, I can see the chaos coming. And this is free to play, by the way. So you know this is free to play. I can't be talking to people all day. That's not going to work. I mean, even when they told me to go buy a suit, And I would just go, come around the corner, just bam, just hit the, get out of the car while it was still moving, and just let it ride down the side of the sidewalk, and just get a suit, put it on, and just take off running, and grab somebody, and nobody, even airplanes, helicopters, I'd have to buy getting helicopters from the airport and just drop them and halfway in, they crash and blow up somewhere behind me. I'm reckless when I play GTA, man. I'm super reckless. We all get in the car together, there's a 100% chance I'm firing a rocket launcher off while we're driving in a convertible. It's going to happen. Police come? Yeah, whatever. Everybody's reckless in GTA. That's the beautiful thing about GTA. You can do stuff on there you can't do in normal life. That's why you're so reckless in the game. They had something where they were trying to do something like a challenge where you had to buy all the traffic lights in GTA. We know this is virtually impossible. Because even you gun and chase between cars and stuff, hit someone's car, big deal. Take another car. I mean, you know, if you're driving the same car, it usually spawns that same car within that same area. I remember the one they had in, was it GTA 3? No, it was GTA 4 with the Russian. They were, when you crossed the bridge, they had a dealership where they sold those real hot cars at. So I would just go in there, look at the car and go, huh, I like it. Yeah, crash right out the window and just take off. Have 3 stars on me. Oh, man. Put in the code, doot, 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 stars to disappear. But you can't do that online. Now you can't put codes into all that stuff. That'd be cheating. But nobody plays the game. There's no way in the world I'm going to be able to do this without getting in some trouble. I got to find out what penalties I'm going to have to go through because I'm definitely getting banned on the first day. Okay. I'm going to try to be normal and try to fill out the whole area to see what it's like and all. Man, they let me get firepower in there. I'm going to be going buck wild. Someone's going to basically mod this and turn all these into zombies. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. See, that would make a great game. GTA, they should make it all zombies. They haven't done it already. That would be a fantastic. But GTA did did a kind of a spooky kind of Wild West, and there was some zombies in that, but it wasn't no big deal. They should do with all the freaking characters they have. They should make it like a zombie version GTA. That would be freaking amazing. Do you have any idea how many different freaking AIs are walking around on GTA, and then to have them swarm like zombies? Oh, that'd be sick. I love zombie games, by the way, if you haven't seen it already. Alright. GTA 6. GTA, they got GTA 4 in here. Oh man, that game was freaking hot for freaking, what's this right here? That's all VR. Yeah, you should get a like I said, you should get a Steam account. Get a Steam account and basically look around in there. And you'd be like, oh my goodness, like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, any game you can find, they have it in here. Not just any game, but a lot of the old games I like to play. That's why I like GTA 6. So I'm just curious. Nope. But you can find Grand Theft Auto 2. That's the original one that first came out. Grand Theft Auto 2, they got that in here. Oh, I have that game too. Let's see. Shooters. Those of you like to shoot things, they got tons and tons of shooter games on here. I'm gonna play some games. Man. Oh wait, this is free? StarCraft X is free? Really? What's going on with this? What do we got going on here? Oh, let me see what from it. This is online play too. What's StarCraft X about? Hey, this ain't the one where the guys get chased by some real creepy stuff in the dark. And you got it all band together? I think it is. It looks like the one. Yep, not online to play this. What the heck is that? Alright, this is for me. This is definitely for me. What do we got here? Oh yeah, I can run it. It's only asking for a GTX 750. Yeah, we got that. We got the GTX 1050 over here. Yeah, I can run this with no problem. I can run it on this machine right over here. Yep. And I'm getting it too. Yep. Add the library. Yeah, add the library. I'm definitely, that's hot right there. And a bunch of people in the lobby like, who's starting this freaking game? Definitely had to get that one. See, that's what I mean. At the end of the day, I'll come through here and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, this is insane. Wait, that was what? Yeah, that was free. That was definitely free. No, let me see a library real quick. Library, that's my library. Store, category. Category, free to play, let's see from there. Let's see what they got down here. God, shooters. See action. I'll take action. See what we got for action. Where is that game with the whatchamacallit? The oh no. That's in wish list. Yeah, cause we got that. We still got that right there. We're getting that. It's in my wish list. That's what it's in. Where you at? That's CrossFit. Sandlot's in there. G.I. Joe's in there. Oh man, this is another game. I'm gonna pick this thing up. This thing looks sick as I don't know what. Definitely need to grab this one. This is a couple. These are ones I got right now in my library. I'm about to go get. Choose your weapons. Choose your worlds. Going in. Skip my weapon. Definitely getting this one. Reminds me a little bit of Warcraft, a little bit. And they got the splatter effect in it too, real nice. We just got this. No, we get this one yet? No, we get this one yet. Yep, see? That for your VR glasses right there. When I started using them, I got it right there. Yeah. Oh, this is another one too I'm picking up. I like the arcadey games. I'm a big fan of arcadey games. These are the kind of games I like. It can destroy everything. Everything. You're a giant mech head. You can destroy everything. I like stuff like this. These are my kind of games. The houses are burning in the background. That's freaking cool as I don't know what. Nice destructible backgrounds. Look at that. I love stuff like this. See, that's the kind of stuff I like. But I can't find the games like that on the console system. Oh, we got this one right here. This is about the neighbors. You're attacking the neighbors. And neighbor warfare. Yeah. So basically, you're having war against your neighbors. It's crazy the stuff you can do in here. This is another online game right here. This game sent me to the hospital. Right there. Yeah. Caused my heart rate to go speed up. Good game, man. But won't put me in the hospital. Uncharted. The Legacy of Thieves collection. Here it is. This is what I can't wait for. Look at that. Ultimate mech game. And it's going to be controller supported. You know, if I do keyboard and mouse, it's still cool, but this game is going to be wicked. It is coming to console, by the way. The Transformers. Thundercracker. Look at that. That is freaking sick. I like to do with the dreads. Oh, you can bring down freaking weapons? Oh, heck yeah. This is gonna be sick. I want that game. I should be coming Steel Hunters. Let me see. Is Steel Hunters coming to console? It's going to PC first. So right here. The game is releasing first on PC. Plans to come to console at a later date. Yeah, I told you, something shifted, man. Because again, you guys would usually get that first, and then we would get it last. But we get games first now before you. Well, I could keep 1 days. Yeah, this is they're coming to PC. Top of that, we got more hardware to build things on top of that, they'll have to make the advanced version for us because we got the hardware to run it, and then on top of that, they'll lower it for you guys. At the end of the day, I don't know, man. I don't even know how it's even gonna work, to tell you the truth. Honestly, to tell you the truth, it's free for us. We're not paying for it. It's free to play. I don't know if it's going to. You technically no, it's not free, because you still have to pay for the online subscription to hook to the server. That's the problem. That's what I said. Even they say, hey, it's free on all systems, you still technically have to pay for it because you pay for online subscription. Without the online subscription, you can't connect to the server. Is Steel Hunter going to be free on console? Yeah, it's going to be free on console. But the guy was talking about saying, well, it's going to be free on console. We're going to have it for free. No, Devin, you don't have it for free because you got to pay the link to the server. That's why. So technically, it's not free. Still got a link to the server. And yes, I blotched another video. It was supposed to be freaking short, and I couldn't even get it done. Nope, at all. Taco blotched again. I blotched again, Taco. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Zonkers. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Wow. I will bite your hand. I will bite my hand. Wow. Look it down and play this. Okay. Heavens to Murgatroyd. That's why I think you might be part tiger type. Like your instincts kick in. I can't. I'd lick your hand and I will wipe it on. Yeah. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Who says that? What cartoon says Heavens to Murgatroyd? Heavens to Murgatroyd. Let me see. Does Top Cat say Heavens to Murgatroyd? Oh no, it wasn't Top Cat. It was a lion. What's that lion called? Snagglepuss. Snagglepuss is the one that says Heavens to Murgatroyd. I knew it was one of them that said that. It's not Top Cat. What is the cartoon Top Cat? Yeah, that's Top Cat, man. I remember all these back in the day. Top Cat. Hey, put him on, put him on, put him on. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Put him on, put him on. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Yeah, because the camera's on. There you go. You can't do anything. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. You think your kung fu is better than mine? Ha 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 ha. How dare you? How dare you fight me back? I don't even know you. Ha 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 ha. I shall fight you. With the play toys. Alright, what are you gonna do now? Heavens to Murgatroyd. Okay, let me see. Alright, that's pretty much it. I'm doing it. Yeah, but yeah. Get yourself a Steam account and go check it out. Get yourself a Steam account. So you gotta do it. Get yourself a Steam account. Somebody said you gotta have update parts. That's what the guy was telling me. He said you can't play on that PC. You gotta have update parts. Update parts. Okay. Yeah. This is all I can play. All these. These are my collection. But you gotta have update parts. You do? Well, I didn't know that. That's funny, because most people on PC that have a machine that has 100% 2025 parts, again, not even necessary, because you can play on older parts too. So no, you don't need all that. Especially if you get a PC at $500, you don't have top of the line parts in there. You got parts that are sufficient to run the games. That's it. Anybody say you need all high-end top parts to play games? It's downright stupid. You're gonna spend all that money. It's unnecessary. That's why I know at the end of the day somebody doesn't know PC when you say you have to have top parts. Yeah, okay. You got people who still run 3050s and the RTX 580s and all that stuff like that. They still run those parts. You don't have to have all top parts of the game. You go do it yourself. As a matter of fact, the person who made that statement, do me a big favor. Open up a Steam account. Go in and look at the if you understand what it's saying, go look at the specification account and see exactly what is needed to play the game. Most of these games are run off a high i5 processor. Let me see. Where's that game at? I want the little food. The food. That's the Halo game I got right there. You gotta have a high up-to-date parts. Don't your system would cost you if you were doing up-to-date parts? You know, about a 5090. A 5090, I think it's probably about a $5,000 to $6,000 card. That's what I think it's going to be around that price. And you're talking about update parts. Oh yeah, I got Crazy Taxi. That car actually hovers. It's a future version of it. Here we go. The fruit. Getting the fruit. All about the fruit. We got controllers plugged in. Do you allow access? Yes, you allow access. Thank you. Thank you. Where the fuck is my controllers at? Oh, they're not even plugged into it. I forgot, because I had to plug in the mouse to charge them also. perfectly fine on the old system with no problem whatsoever. No problem. No. You don't need all that stuff. You don't know what he's talking about. When I was doing a game that has like the Unreal Tournament kind of theme, how much lag did I have in there? None. And my card is outdated. I haven't even updated my card yet. I'm running an outdated card. Let's see what we got here in this la la land of love and happiness and fruit. I'm still on outdated cards. I haven't had a chance to update the drivers on them yet. I could just break gas. No torture. We'll figure it out. Definitely do offline. Career, custom race. Alright, so I'm gonna do it on here. That's fruit! Shift to it. Woo! On your tail. I'll take this way. Any little tricks on here? Oh! Ho, ho, ho. I see you, buddy. Oh, dirty. Somebody got me from behind. Right on you, buddy. Right on you. Right on you. Oh, cheap. Oh, somebody sent something dirty through. Oh, that's the brake. No, I don't want the brake. No. Oh, really? That's jacked up. had it too. Oh, I see it. Allows you to move fast, okay. Oh man, it's awesome. I like games like this. This is my thing. Oh, we had it, but it's messing with our brake system. These are real people. No, no, that's me right there, but these people right here. You have to have high-powered parts. Maybe you don't have to have high-powered parts. We don't need that. Oh, where's the mouse, right? Which one's on right? Oh, this one. This mouse is right. There you go. Got my charge back on my mouse. I gotta get the playing on these. I haven't. You got games on here that I have not had any time to play because one, super busy, and two, it's just every time I turn around, I'm downloading something else. I got games that I bought that I haven't had a chance to play yet. This is a driving game to another one. This is also free. My PC I'm running is basically a work PC. My graphic card's only a 1050, that's it. So you don't need a lot of power. You got a 350, that's all you freaking need. You don't need anything else than that. You can do a 20 series and run. Somebody got in their head that your games are going to run like the Atari 2600. I like to get that Porsche. I like to buy that Porsche. Let's see what we're using. I guess we're going to use our old car. San Francisco. Gotcha. blue stuff on that. Oh, somebody wrote that already. Gotcha. Get out of my way. Oh, take it! I'm getting that twist. I'm getting that turn. Woo. Oh, on the side of the road. I got it. Second, I got you. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely want to get that one. Yep. Check something else. I got to build a career to do that, and I haven't had time to do it. I'm just showing you some of the applications they got on here. You don't really need a lot of power to do it. Honestly, you don't. Oh, man, I got to get into this, man. I got some stuff on here I really got to get into. Anything involving the it's got Ditto Live, which I'm a big fan of. I play a lot of Ditto Live. From the shooter game to like one that looks like Taco. This is another game you can build your ships up, battleships up, and destroy their ships, which is basically like made in like the Pirates of the Caribbean kind of world. You go to different islands and stuff and load up on weapons and stuff like that. There's a lot of crazy stuff. Oh, yeah. This is another game I was into. I've been playing for a while too. Livestock. A live lock. Perfect world. Alright. I'll take big boy. I'm using it for anyway. Let's see if I can mode. Oh, we've got some upgrades. So what do we got here? Auto cannon? Mini rocket launcher. Definitely give me upgrades there. Okay, there. Definitely taking those. Can I get those? Oh, it's not. Is that one yet? Okay, option lock in. Okay, ready to go. What the frick was that all about? Really? Oh. Oh shoot. Where you coming from? Oh, there he is. This is on that. Oh, the environments are indestructible. So what was that about? Basically, at the end of the day, the reason why they make it so you can run parts. Now, you can't run too old parts, like there's certain parts you can't run, but majority, most of the parts you can run, and they're cheap and affordable. And I'm gonna build me a, oh shoot, energy, I need energy. I'm gonna build me a low profile PC. And sure we can run off of it. Because again, any person that's PC at the end of the day is not really going to rant about somebody's parts being outdated. They're not going to, because they know that anything pretty much can run games. And they don't even know what that platform could be for. If it's a system designed for like retro games, then, you know, they could have it for that. So, you don't know what the purpose of that system is being used for. Here we go. A 67 RX is more than enough power to run games off of. But for a person who made that comment at the end of the day, that's a person who doesn't, and probably, I'm going to go on a limb. You know how to work a PC, you just don't own a gaming PC at all, period. Let alone how to build one. You just randomly just guessing things off the top of your head, that's pretty much it. And you probably come into all forum sites the same way, or any other site the same way, full glass. Oh, this guy's a pain in the butt to take down. I forgot about him. You take the time to pour out some of that water and come in half glass, you'll learn something. You'd be surprised. You can go get yourself old parts, build yourself a pretty nice machine, save you some money, and go online and play. It ain't about having heavy monster parts in order to game. That's the beautiful thing about PC. You can build it any way you want to, and affordable too. I'm gonna get an old Dell with a 4970 on it, and we're gonna turn that into a gaming system, a low power gaming system. Do it for real cheap, and sure I can go in and play and everything with an old Dell. That's what they were doing. They were converting the old Dells into gaming systems. And see that card I got right there? That was in the old Dell. Yeah, trying to jack me up. You're gonna kill me. One of these is him, which I don't know which one it is. That's his freaking life bar? Are you kidding me? That ain't right. They don't kill me. Way too many. Look at his bar. His bar is not even going down. Like, literally got like an inch of bar going down. That's it. I have done no damage to him whatsoever. You all out? What the freak we got left? We just brawling now. Oh, yeah, it's way out. He did tell me that he was a more advanced AI. He did tell me. I was nowhere where I was going to be to take him. That's my buddy. Oh, man. How the freak are you still alive? Bring back to life. No, 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 not there. More machine. There we go. Right together there. And he spawns more out of him. Gee whiz Louise. Yeah, bring me back up, please. Give me another drop machine over here. Put me back together, please. Jeez. And moving. Move back together here. There we go. There you go, rocket launch in your face. I'm tired of you. Yeah, I'll drop you energy down some. Get back over where you at. You may kill him this time. I'm out, really? That's the best gun. Oh, well, we come back in, we're using that gun from now on. You're all out? Really? We dropping grenades at the same time too. Where are you? No match. You were just a little bit more to go. I'd have had you. You're no match me. I shall leave you. Tank over here. So this world's pretty jacked up. It kind of reminds me of the movie coming out in 2015 when I showed you about the robots and all. All the humans are dead. So you know that. Machines kill them. And now the machines are warring against each other. You see a tank sitting over here. Yeah. So that's what went down in this world. Return to lobby. No, come on, this thing real quick. Yep. Once I get past all this stuff, I'm gonna show a basic. When we do it on the other channel, I'm gonna show you how to go get a Dell, a cheap Dell. They got them on whatchamacallit, the low profile Dells, and how to convert one of them into a gaming system. They're cheap, super cheap. You have to spend a whole lot of money to go game on a PC, and they're all old parts. Everything in there is old, and it will still run. They got them all over YouTube. How to turn Dells into gaming PCs. Turning Dell desktops into PCs. Oh no, better yet. Turning Dell desktops into gaming PCs. Yeah, there it is all over YouTube. Just showing you how it's cheap. That's how I got with these right here. And it's cheap. You don't spend a lot of money. And Dells are super, super cheap. Everybody's got them up on how to upgrade them. Easy, cheap upgrades on how to convert them. You come off with, some of them have 32 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes of hard drive space, which is fantastic. As you see, I ran the games perfectly smooth with a M2 solid state drive, which is not necessary. At the end of the day, ran it quite nicely, and I ran the game smoothly with the a 1050. You can even get, like I said, you get a 3050 low profile. That's what you're going to need to fit into the case. That's perfect right there. That is absolutely perfect. If you want to spend 180 bucks, you know, put that in there and boom, that's it. That's all you need to run in there. It already has a 3.0 in the motherboard already. It's turning Dells into like cheap gaming PCs. Let me see. Refurbished Dell desktop PC. So Amazon has them for super cheap. Amazon got one here for $63. Only thing I don't like is the hard drive. It's got an iProcessor i5 3470. That's what I'm running over here right now. These are 3470 i5s in here. So let's go over here and let's grab this right here. Copy that. Go over to Amazon. Go here. These are the Dell refurbishes. Let me see. I'm gonna get one of these, pop it open. The only thing we gotta replace in here is a graphic card. That's all we gotta replace, nothing else. This has an i7. This has a higher one than mine over here. So this one for $155 is a 7010 desktop. It has a i7, 3.8 gigahertz maximum turbo frequency, 16 gigabytes of DDR3, 1 terabyte of solid state. Ooh, wait, it has what? Take this thing apart. Oh yeah, I bought this. I bought this already. I bought this already right there. Verified buyer. I bought this. Yep. I bought one of these. i7. What the freak did I do with it? Huh. i7 16 gigabytes. 1 terabyte of solid state drive. It has a solid state drive in it already. 1 terabyte. Mind you, these are PC parts. So PC parts are cheap. So basically, if you have 1 terabyte of solid state drive in here, they have 2 ports in here. We can plug in 2 hard drives in here. So you can get another hard drive. It's another solid state hard drive, maybe 2 terabytes. It's a lot cheaper than paying for the M2s. $155. So you're talking about a i7 to i7. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, this is cakewalk. Wait, I bought one of these before already. There's an i7. i7 6500. You can run that easily off anything. What if I want to do an i7? I want to do an i7. A refurbished Dell. Let me see, refurbished Dell. I want an i7. i7. Do you have to liquid cool them? No, you don't have to liquid cool them. You don't have to. I like liquid cooling my machines, but you don't have to. And eBay's even cheaper to get them. They're even cheaper on eBay. Really cheap on eBay. I still want to get a penny for Hyperthread and turn it into a RetroPie. Like a monster RetroPie with it. Ooh, This is good, but I don't like. See, that's what I said. They give you the either or when it comes to like hard drive. 512 and gigabytes ain't nothing. You can't use that for jack. Not for me, I can't. But it has a 4770. It's a form factor. You gotta have a hard time putting a graphic card in that thing. See, the hard drives ain't hard to replace. If you want to do a hard drive, you can get 8 terabytes of hard drive space for $134. 8 terabytes. It'll take you forever to get to that. So 170 bucks. So I did 170 bucks. i7 4770, which isn't bad. That's better than what I have over here. 32 gigabytes of RAM. That's fantastic right there. Only thing I like is a 512 gigabytes of solid state drive. Now I would just use it as a backup, but you can go in and get like let's see, 4 terabytes of hard drive space. So 4 terabyte hard drive. No portables. No portables. Just 4 terabytes. 4 terabytes of hard drive. And each hard drive. Let's see, 4 terabytes of hard drive. So you can do 4 terabytes of hard drive. You can get refurbished for $25, or you could do 3 terabytes for 40 bucks, right there. Because you're not going to need a lot to do this for gaming. So if it was me, I'd refurbish hard drives. Kind of freak me out. I've never bought a refurbished hard drive. It just freaks me out because, again, my information's on a data or something. Anything fails, I'm going to be freaking out. So over here, we have a hard drive that is around 60 bucks. And this is around 4 terabytes. So that's fantastic. Pen, Mr. Bird. We need a pen. Pen. Oh, pen. Here we go. So, what would it cost us to turn this Dell into a game PC? No, I definitely want. You can put. You have 2 hard drives in there. We have 1 hard drive in there. You can actually add another hard drive in there. So, because they always give you ports to put in another hard drive. So that's 4 terabytes. 4 terabytes right there, and that is around. There we go. That is around 4 terabytes. Is around, let me see, $60. $60. And if I'm paying for my PC, $170 for the PC. 170. So 170 is going to give me an i7 4770, which is going to be fantastic. 3.4 gigahertz. Mind you, I'm running i5s in mine. 32 gigs of RAM, which is fantastic. The only thing I don't like is the 512, half a gig of solid state drive. But you can, like I said, hard drives for PCs are cheap. So basically, for $60, you get 4 terabytes. And then let's see, we have here USB 3.0s, which is fantastic, which is needed. HDMI ports, Windows 10, and yeah, you can actually upgrade to Windows 11, but most games can run off Windows 10 with no problem whatsoever. I ran all these off Windows 10. Let's see, and let me see inside of this. We have, what is this? Let's have a look at this motherboard. Got the motherboard up there. Anybody with the motherboard? Motherboard. Any chance I'm not doing this motherboard? Ooh, this is the motherboard. I love you. I love you. Let me see what's over here going on with this right here. The motherboard. Bam. Yeah, we got PCI Express in here. Got all the goody goods in here. Oh, yeah, you can buy the motherboard separately. Can I get a look at this board? Oh my goodness, so right there, PCI Express right there, probably 3.0, definitely. You got 4 DIMM slots. That's the reason why it has 32 gigs of RAM on here. So you can put down 4 for each one of these. 4, that's 8. Wait. No, before at 32 it'd be, oh my goodness. It'd be 8 at 32. I gotta add that up. I know, yeah, it is 8. It is 8. Yeah, 16, 16 is 30, 32. So yeah, it would be 8 per each one. That's what it would be. Because I remember I had to pull one out here and stick it in here. We didn't have enough. I had to go there by the ramp. Let me see. Oh, plenty of slots for USBs in there like crazy. Yes. Get 2 HDMI ports. That's pretty nice. There are 3 SATA out ports right here. Of course, mostly for speed. This is for audio. For running audio right there. Should have you boomed up on this. There we go. That's better. This shit's for running audio. These are your DIMM slots. This is basically for RAM. This right here is for your hard drive. Over that's for your graphic card, of course, CPU and all that goody stuff like that. Goody. And right here, it should be, where is it freaking for power? I know this is the one power for the, should be here somewhere. Where are you? Where's the ATX at? The ATX, what's the ATX at? Am I seeing something here? I'm not seeing it. But at least I need to see this right there. Pretty sure it's in board, but in here it's not here. It's removed. Definitely not in here. Yeah, they removed it because there's supposed to be a port here for an ATX. 24-pin ATX is supposed to be here, and it's not here. Somebody pulled that out because I'm not even seeing it. Yeah, it was pulled. See, this is why you got to know your motherboards, man. Yeah, because that's missing. It's definitely missing. It's supposed to be in there. What are you doing today, Mr. Charleston? Oh, no. All right, let me see. Well, I think it's got a PCI Express in it. Or not PCI, it's a PCI, not PCI Express. Oh, look, the old VGA, APG ports for VGA. AGPs are old ports for VGA only graphic cards. They only run VGA for your computer monitor. That's freaking hot. I forgot about those things. Oh my goodness, flash from the past. Kaboom. So yeah, the motherboard has all the goodies to be able to run it. Definitely know that the ATX ports are there basically to run your power supply. If you're running, let me see, as in, this is going to cost you 100 and, this one we're getting? Yeah, that's what we're getting, 170, 60 for that, for the power, which we want. So if we're going to do a, let's see, how much power does a 3050 take? 70 watts. 70 watts to 130 watts. But just saying it takes, the GeForce RTX 3050, 6 gigabytes takes 70 watts. Just 70 watts. So you have more than enough power to run that with no problem whatsoever. That's 70 watts. So if you can see, cost for a 3050 RTX.
Here's information from all benchmarks, all solutions.
You're not paying that much money for it. Go right over to Brady. Go right over to Amazon. Amazon, what's gonna pay for it is 180 bucks. Let me see. Amazon Auto Parts. Right there. Right there. You can get it for 170. Somebody's got it for 160 over here, for 170 over here. But you need a low profile. So low profile, low profile. profile. It's got to fit in the case. All right, that's a low profile right there. That'll fit in the case nice and snug like a bug. You won't even see it. It'll be in there, baby. It'll be in there. That's a low profile. Like these. These are what they call low profile graphic cards. So you can slip them inside those little cases and they fit in there quite nicely. That's what you would need right there. And this is going to be a 3050 that's going to run in there. 6 gigabytes OC, which you can overclock this baby if you want to. Yep. And you be to run all your bells and whistles with this with no problem whatsoever. So it's like $170. $170. So that's 300. 30, 40, that's 60. $400. That's it. That's $400. That's it. That's all. And you don't pay for no online support, none of that, Paying for every month subscription, game as much as you freaking want. The games are super cheap. And if you don't have any money at the time, they got a library with a ton of free games in there that you can play as much as you want. They even had online free games. I mean, like the only games they had. They have shooting games, they have driving games, they have action and adventure, everything. All free. You got a massive library. You can start off with a massive library right from the door. Now, because it has 32 gigabytes of RAM in it, on this one right here, you can use onboard video if you want to go that way. But I would do the graphic card. That's right there. But let's see if we can find something cheaper. On top of that, you have 4 terabytes of hard drive space. You have a i7 4770. You'll have 32 gigs of RAM. And then you'll have 512, which would be separate. You can use that basically for like system updating and all that stuff. Leave that aside and have an extra 4 terabytes just for downloading your games. That's a beast right there when you think at the end of the day. Do you need all that other stuff? No, you don't need all that other stuff. Well, you don't need it. And you run it right out of there if you want. If you don't like the case, you can pop the whole thing out of a case and stick it in a cheap $50 case with an open window and some LED lights in it. And there you go. And if your power supply, like they have the power supply that comes with that, if it only has 2 SATA ports, you can actually turn one SATA port into a Y adapter, which makes it 2 SATA ports. You can get a SATA and Molex on one side, so you can run your fans right through it. What I would do is I would run one Molex. You got one. If you have let's see, if you're able to convert, you can Y adapter. If you have 2 ports, you can convert those to 2 Y adapters. Fans don't take a lot of power. Those 2 Y adapters that you can convert, you can make 2 Molexes and you can make basically 2 SATAs. That's easy to run. That's all you're doing, just adding a Y adapter to it. Very simple to do. And then what you do is when you get if you want to run multiple fans, and say you only got like 1 Molex output from multiple fans, what you're going to do is you take a fan controller. A fan controller will allow you to run like 8 or 9 fans on one unit. It's just powered by 1 Molex. That's it. And you can plug your ports into the side of it. Easy. And some of them come with touchscreen fan controllers, which means you can get rid of this freaking optical drive, which you never ever want to use ever, and then basically just put it in there. That's pretty much it. Let me see what we got over here. What? But I got the PC for like $170. That's it. And that's why I was explaining when somebody was saying, oh, but you don't get the same super graphics that you get on, you don't, you see, that's the thing. That's the wake-up call. They port your games over here, and you look in specifications on what it requires. You think it's going to be some insane parts? No, it's 20 series parts for your RTX, for your graphic card. When you look at that, you're like, what the freak am I paying for my system? Why they got this freaking godforsaken giant graphic card in here, and they only on PC doing it on a 20 series? Yeah, there you go. They overhyped the system. That's pretty much it. Now they got a system here. You spend $800 for your system. They got a system here that is for $416. This comes from the i7 9700 and up. 32 gigabytes, 1 terabytes of M2. So you have solid state drive on that one already for the door. Now, I want to do like a gaming PC for $800. This is literally what you could have bought for what you paid for your console system. Your system would have been that for $800. And all that stuff they were telling you that you had to have that high graphic card in there to run your stuff. You didn't have to have it in there to begin with. At all, period. You didn't need it. Like you really didn't need all that stuff in there. This one has a liquid cooling system on it. Yeah, for $775. Ooh. This is where you're going to punch yourself in the face. Try not to. That's why I told you. It was overhyping your system. Telling you that you needed all these high-end hype parts. You didn't need it all. They literally, in a way, they hyped your system up and charged you too much. As much as too much. Y'all could have got a 6 system. This is $615 for this system right here. Right there. That baby right there is $615. Jeez. That's what they're doing now. I guess that's the thing now. I buy power. Be power. $750. So I got a new machine over here. What are we getting on these specifications? Get out of any specifications, Devin. Darn it. You're blocking the view. You're blocking the view. You're blocking the view. Look at this. Look, look, look. See, for the guys that think, oh, 350 is 350 graphic card. Is that out? No. It ain't old. You can still use it. They still game off them. Right there. They still game off them. Amazon sells them in their systems. It's a very decent car. You can still use it for gaming. And an old car at the end of the day. What are you smoking? You literally can run a 20 series for games. Like, what the frick are you playing? Are you launching rockets from your backyard or something? Like, what do you freaking need? Like, all that serious powerful. What are you launching at the end of the day? Now, for my machine over here, I need those parts because it does more than just play games. It runs applications that's needed for that thing. That's why. I'm running software off that requires it. I'm running hardware that requires it. Some of that software is tracking technology for me to be able to move stuff. That stuff takes up a ton of freaking the system's resources like crazy. So, yeah, I need that. Not for game. If I was doing game, I wouldn't be spending that kind of money to begin with. Oh, heck no. I need the i9 processor. I have to have one in there to run that equipment. But other than that, if you're talking about basic, just some gaming at the end of the day, you don't need all that. It's insane. So here we got a 3050 on here. Resident 757, an RTX 3050, 6 gigabytes. 16 gigabytes of DDR4, which is sufficient, more than enough to be able to run whatever the freak you want to play on there. And you got a terabyte. Even at a terabyte, mind you, on a PC, you got options. You can basically go with SATA, which is much cheaper, and run massive hard drives, or you can just go with solid state. That's it. You got options in it to play around with. And the sad thing with console, they make it sound like you have to have this stuff. You don't have to have all that. And that's why this guy is seriously brainwashed. They're like, oh my goodness, there's an oh cards. You can't have that. Oh my goodness, dude, seriously. You know what? Just skip video games altogether. Just be done with it, man. Get yourself on those wheels with a stick and just like do it back in the day in the colonial days and just roll it down the street, man. Because you don't know what you're talking about. And you basically don't need all that stuff to begin with. You don't. 1660s. You can run VR off 1660. It doesn't require a lot. You're thinking about back then in the day where stuff required a lot. Now today it doesn't. Really doesn't at all, period. This has Windows 11 on it. And they want how much for this one? They want $800 for it. They're asking $800. That's the same price you pay for a console system. We're asking people to consoles, and well, yeah, well, we got this card equivalent to a 4070. Yeah, okay. And if I look at the games that your games are ported over to my system, I'm using on graphic cards lower than what you're using on yours. So what's going on with that right there from the door? What's the deal with that? Yeah. You could run God of War off minimum of low settings on an i3. That should tell you something right there. Because they'll come on there and take a box, put all these insane parts, charge a lot of money. We got the GI tracing graphics and graphics GI. You don't need all that to begin with the game with. Come on, man. And then they got people that were coming out and they didn't see a difference. They didn't see much of a difference between the 5 and the Pro. Oh, man. Talk about, let's get fleecing. Let's get to the fleecing. You don't need all that. Somebody's saying, yeah, I got a graphic card runs in 8K. Oh, that's good and fine. Your TV in 8K, your projector in 8K is not. Well, guess what? You're not utilizing that part of it all. That's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen at all, period. There's no point. There's no point. Well, you're going to be running 8K. Like, really? Seriously? And how many games are going to support that to begin with? Yeah, good luck on that library. You're going to like, oh, I got 2 games that support 8K on a TV I spent $20,000 for, and a graphic card that cost me $6,000. I only got 2 games I can. Yeah, that's a waste of money. Because that's what I was laughing about on the phone site. The guy spent all this money. Like all this money. How many games you got in your library? It got quiet when I said that. How many games you got in your library that you can actually utilize that with 100%? Well, they're going to make more games. Then when you hear that line come up, like, how many games do you have? Well, 4. So you spent that much money for 4 games. Gee whiz Louise. Now, keep it basic, man. 1080p is good enough. Half the time you want to be able to get 4K if you could get 4K. But for 1080p, it's solid. It's a solid format for games. You know? You don't need all that. You don't need all that to begin with. You really don't. And you're doing your PC bills. You don't need to spend $700 for a system. You don't need all that. It's not necessary. And the reason why, like I said, I had to pay the money for this stuff right here because I needed it because I'm using it other than gaming. I need it for something else. No, you don't need all that to begin with. You really don't. They just hype you up to make you think you need all those parts. When I had the 2011 server board, that's when I realized I spent too much money on something that was absolutely, I was never going to use. Most of the stuff I had in that machine, I was never going to use. I wasted a lot of money putting that thing together. So I had 256 gigs of RAM on a system of PC 3000 OC. I had it maxed out. What the frick was I going to be running off of this? And sometimes you got to sit back and think, what the frick did I build this for? It's just way too much. Like, and I was explaining to people what I had. They were like, well, what the frick are you doing with that? Like, why would you even build that to begin with? Like, are you doing anything? Are you making video games over there? Anything with that, all that power? Like, no, I'm just gaming off of it. That's beyond future-proof. Jeez, by the time you hit the future-proof for that freaking thing, man, half of your stuff will be outdated anyway. You'll have to put the new stuff into it anyway. But yeah, it was just overkill, like you wouldn't believe it. And it starts sinking in like, yeah, I went too far. Got too excited with the parts. That's what happened. Too much. 12-core processors. The system had 4 CPUs in it. Unbelievable. Stupid. Waste of money. Like there was no point. It was a waste of money. Yeah. Waste of money. So you don't need all that stuff at all. You don't get a basic Dell, put it together, hook it up on Steam, do some gaming. Now I'm gonna do some shopping around, see if we can get it for cheaper, because I want to put it for much cheaper than $400. $400 a little too pricey for me. So I'm gonna have to see and go for cheaper. I bet you wonder if eBay has and a refurbished Dell. Let's see. Refurbished Dell on eBay. As long as the motherboard has a PCI Express 3.0, you're good. That's it. That's all you need. That's the only thing you need to game off of it. That's all you need. Everything else will run. Now, most time the old work pieces never came with that. And my power supply, mind you, the ones I was getting was 240, and I was still able to run that graphic card with no problem. So if it's 70 watts to run it, that's nothing. Now that, if you're going to build it and get a 3970 i7, you get that for 20 bucks. That's it. The motherboard, you can pick up a motherboard ITX Micro for like about 40 bucks. My parts, how much it cost me. Let's go sticker shock. And we're not really going to go sticker shock at all, period. Power supply was 35 bucks. That was it. That's a 700 watt power supply. That's all I paid for it. See the RAM we got over there in the system? The RAM cost me $16 for the RAM. That's it. The graphic card, when they first came out, I got that for 150 bucks when it came out. They're a little more pricey now, but I got it for 150 bucks. The motherboard cost me $37. That was it. Since I ripped it out of a system that already had an i5 processor in it, but if I wanted to upgrade this to like a 3970, it would cost me $20 because it'd be refurbished. That's it, or used. The parts in here mostly are used. They still run whatsoever. What else we need? Liquid cooling system in the back. That cost me $52 for that. That's it. Pretty much that's it. And the hard drives are cheap, like I showed you. You can get that's a 2 terabyte. You can get 4 terabytes now for 60 bucks. And the power button, so it all turns on, $6. That's it. That's all. Now you got yourself a PC. That's it. Easier if you build it like you build it from the ground up. So cheaper. That's all. That's all you need. That's it. And those motherboards have built-in drivers. So anything you plug in there, the motherboard automatically comes on. You cut it on, it pops up on the board. It's basically about it loads up, and when you come, your operating system pops on, and it starts finding all your drivers, and doop, that's it. That's pretty much it. Now, if you buy a Dell automatically has the operating system already pre-installed, so you don't have to buy the operating system if you don't want to. It's already pre-installed. Now, what I like to do is I like to go into where they have an add and remove programs and find the operating system and load it to a flash drive, which means I can actually reload that onto another PC if I want, and just basically take the key codes. They say you can only use key codes only for one system, but yeah, that's not true. Because I remember having a operating system, and I used it on multiple systems, and it ran with no problem. "16 windows open up, and you don't even know where the music is coming from." Been there, done that. Like, where's that music coming from? What the freak? Can you game off an i5? Yes, you can game off an i5. We have a Dell desktop PC i5 8th Gen. Comes with 64 gigabytes of RAM. Whew, that's a lot. 4 terabytes of solid state drive. It'll run Windows as Windows 11 in it. And what's the price for this? $130. That's it. That is super cheap, by the way. That's got me over here looking at this. What we got over here? Oh, I gotta straighten up that. Okay, on eBay, it's a little cheaper. Over here, we got an i5 processor, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 14 terabytes of solid state drive. What's our price tag for it going to cost us in here, Chuck? $99! Yeah! Yeah. These Dells are cheap, man. Dells are cheap, and they're easy to hook up. Easy to hook the freak up. Now, say if you want to make your Dell completely wireless, right? You don't want to run cable. You get a little Bluetooth wireless, snap it in the top. When USB, snap it in the top, and boom, that's it. You got wireless. You can just make your machine wireless if you want. It's like building a gaming system. It really is. Make it wireless. Go to Steam. Download your interface onto it. Get yourself any controller you want. You like your controllers on your old system, like your console. You like playing with those? Guess what? Your system will take it. You want to go back to the old PS1 controllers? They have USB adapters for those. I know the ones I took, the flat ones that plug in, they have ones that can have a USB adapter you can connect onto it. You could run that into your system. They call it a Joy Box. Allows you to plug all your preferences into it and that hooks into your system. Your Steam system in big picture mode, or what do they call it, big screen mode, will pretty much go in and map your button system automatically to whatever you choose to play. I'm gonna want to play N64 games with a 60. Well, they do have some 60 and any 64 games in there. I think they might have some in there. If not, we have to get the emulators. But anyway, still, you can still play a lot of cool stuff at the end of the day. Like I said, you're in those driver fiends at the end of the day. You like them driving games, man. They got stick shifts for, man, it'll blow your freaking mind. It'll be just like being in a real car. At that point, when you get that day, you're like, you know what? I got to change things. Next, you know, your girl come in, you'll have the whole thing. You sit down and it makes a sound and everything. You freaking have a ball with those stuff. Like I said, it's PC. You like VR? What can't you run at the end of the day? You know you can run it connects to your PC? Yeah, the tracking system, that's what they've been doing. They were buying the Kinect system because it has a fantastic tracking capability on it to track your body. So it's Microsoft. They have software that you can download, and it's easy. I got it on my machine over here that allows me to turn the Kinect system to the Kinect system interact with VR. So if I come in here and hook up the Kinect system and I drop my VRs on, I got full body tracking. My legs, everything. How much money full body tracking costs? You have to have a sensor here, a sensor here, a sensor there. When you jump up and down, you move your legs, that's how it looks. You like your body's moving back and forth. But if you don't have that sensor, well, you're like a mannequin. At the end of the day, you really only can move your arms. That's basically about it. But this tracking system, your face, jawbone, all that stuff, everything moves because you're scanned into the system. Yeah. And for those who are saying, hey, Mr. Bird, you're insane. You can't do that. You can't use that kind of software. But yes, you can. That's my Java updates. I had to put in there Java updates. I forgot it on here. It's really simple on how to put it in, so you can basically run your connects through here. Virtual portal mix. Yeah, I gotta get into some of these programs in here. Like really, I gotta get in here. Just some stuff in here. Game bar system. Oh, that's from my whatchamacallit. This out here for a minute. Go. Let me see. It's in here somewhere. This is my add and remove programs. This is what I hate when there's so much stuff you download. Yeah, there's a program you can actually now run it. Now, before it had this weird adapter, because you remember Xbox made yourself with these weird adapters on the end, so you couldn't plug it into regular stuff if you wanted to. You know, you only made it so you can plug it on your other stuff. They have an adapter kit that now you can plug it through USB through your PC, and you'd be surprised what you could do with that thing. It's unbelievable. All right, let me see. ADV programs. Let's see. Let me see. Xbox. Bum, bum, bum. See how much of Xbox stuff sits on PC right now? A lot. Pretty much you can run a lot of stuff on here. Let's see. Xbox One connects. This is what you need right there. Odors. We'll get to it. We got too many windows open for everything. I'm just going to whatchamacallit, going to add programs. Programs. No. All right. Remove programs. Okay. There you go. So right there, that's the software I just added into my PC to allow me to run a Connect system. That's the Lightform system that I have to run my projector mapping applications. But that right there allows me to run the Connects. So when you open up that browser and you go inside, there's a bunch of commands that you can go in there and you can do things on your PC that you can never do on a Connect system for Xbox. So with the VR glasses on, if I strap those on, there's a section there called virtual maps. It's insane. It's kind of like, feels like you're whatever giant on the earth. You can basically pull things up in different, it's crazy. But yeah, it allows you to be able to turn, instead of having a mouse and keyboard, you become the mouse and keyboard. So you can drag and drop images, Iron Man effects all across your screen and all that. That's why we built that. For that. That's going to be in that pretty soon. To be able to drag and drop whatever we want. So if I hit something, it should go from here and bounce over there. That's what we're working on here. That's why I got the edge bleeding software, and all that stuff coming in for the projectors to lock everything together. That's what it's being built for. But this right here, if you want to get the software, it's all the cool stuff, you can do it. They also use it for 3D projector, we call 3D printing. They're fantastic for 3D printing and scanning. Fantastic for that. There's so much stuff you can do with that, with the Connect system. See, you got so much software. There's the software you can download for basically scanning. If you got projector mapping equipment, so projector mapping, you got scanning equipment for like printing, 3D printing and all that stuff. There it is right there. For 3D scanning, all that stuff is fantastic. Fantastic. Scanner setup. Sure, download everything. Well, people, we had a lot of fun. Always go off topic. I'm just gonna leave this one. Forget it. Just gonna leave it. At the end of the day, I went off topic. It was gonna happen. I like to talk a lot, so that's pretty much it. I get more work done around on a live stream. But at least we got a chance to talk about some pretty cool stuff. So I'll leave this one because we did get a chance to talk about some pretty cool stuff. Oh, man. One of the things I liked about when I did VR was I liked the fact that you can talk to other people. I thought that was pretty cool and fun to do. But also, too, I wanted to do more. Like, I wanted to move my hand. I can move my hands and stuff, but I wanted to do, like, my legs and stuff. You would jump and dance and stuff. And there were a few people in there with the G2s were in there and the Index. And they had the full tracking system on. Like, how the freak are you doing that? Said, oh, tracking system. Tracking system does that. And I was like, wow. So I look up online to figure out how much this tracking system would cost. Something can be really expensive, especially if you had the little disc running the wheel. But when I saw the Xbox Connect system, that people were integrating them with the VRs, they're integrating them with the on PC. So you hook up to your PC, you hook up your VR glasses, and you can go through that whole full body experience. It's freaking insane. So yeah. Connect has a whole bunch of software in there that allows you to use with your PC. Now see, if you were trying, you can't plug the Connect system into your game system, it's not going to work. It's not going to function correctly. You can't run any of the G2 high-end VR glasses or any of that stuff into your console. But on PC, you plug whatever the freak you want in there. People are into music and all that stuff. Yeah, you can have your own studio out of one of those. So yeah, like I said, you can make money off of it, all kinds of stuff you can do with it, all different kinds of cool applications. Yeah. Now with that whole new system I'll be bringing here, I can actually turn that little section in here into a whole nother world with that whole tracking system by Xbox. Throw on my VR glasses, sink to the bottom of the ocean, and go visit the fish. It had me thinking, is the ocean all dark? It is. That's sort of a dumb question on my behalf, because and then they're watching these sea creatures swimming in the ocean, and you can think about how many meters does one have to go down before things start to dark. It's 800. At 800 meters, you can't see jack. That's why you see the scuba divers with the lights on and everything. It's dark down there. So, interesting. Things I was looking up and why you can't live in the ocean, actually is a pretty good point there too. So, corrosion. But you have steel. You can use steel structures and stuff. Like I said, two of the elements that really don't take corrosion is titanium and gold. Yeah. Very expensive elements to begin with. I thought maybe plastic would be cheap, but no, plastic doesn't. Plastic has a problem because the chemicals in plastic can be harmful to the ocean down through time. But they do have a science lab in the ocean called Aquarius, which is still there. And people are living under the ocean. And Aquarius. Alright. I'm just fascinated with the point of living underwater. But now you see why when you watch movies and you see all those lights they have down there, depending on how many meters you're under the ocean floor, how well you'll be to see. And at 800 meters, you can't see jack. They can see you. You just can't see them. So, if a great white were to pop up, or a shark, they can see you perfectly fine. You just can't see them. It's interesting to think about. Underwater ocean lab called Aquarius. I think got my thing right. No. Underwater ocean lab called Aquarius. Jeez. Man. Really? Let's just bring up the dumbest thing we can possibly think of. Thank you, Google. Can you imagine you had a presentation, you had like thousands of people looking at your screen, and Google blotched it and brought up something jacked up? Like, no, that's not supposed to be it. That's why they use slideshows. Because Google will embarrass you. So, this is the underwater sea lab. It's been there for quite some time. They actually been living underwater. It's pretty cool. So in here, what they do is they study the coral reef and stuff like that, fish life and all that stuff. But that's it right there. You got to look it up on YouTube. It is quite fascinating. So it's the only structure of its kind that actually a person lives in that's underwater. I think the reason why we'll never be under the ocean, I'll tell you why. Because we'll jack it up. That's why. We'll jack it up. We'll wreck the coral reef. We'll do something stupid. Can you imagine a bunch of people out there partying around in the water with scuba equipment on and slamming something to a coral reef and destroying the entire ecosystem? Like, we'll mess it up. We will. Maybe we dip the land on the top. We can't even respect that. We jack that up. So imagine what we would do to the ocean. We'd jack the ocean up too. It's bad enough we dump stuff in it. I'm not saying everybody will mess it up, but you know those people will jack it up. They will. That's why there's all kinds of rules and regulations down there. I bet you that's the most purest part of the earth right now that we haven't jacked up already. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, they go up there and this is the Aquarius. I saw that. So it is possible you can live under the ocean floor. It is possible. And they do have luxury hotels that are underwater, but they're not by that far. They're probably like something like maybe about 200 meters or something like that. Nothing really big. You know, you can look up and see the waves crashing a little bit. You know, you can still see the light piercing through, so you're not that far under. But you start off with this kind of like, you know, like that lighthouse effect when you go down. It's like that. You know what I mean? Something like, freaking Bioshock. Curious Bioshock. That's interesting to ask right there. How many meters was Bioshock under the ocean? Let's see. Bioshock, so despite the few odds, Bioshock was about 150 meters of water. 150 meters. They were 150 meters? I could have swore they were farther than that. Really? How deep was the city of Rapture? It was 150. That's interesting. 150. Well, that would be, yeah, because it'd be easier to get from topside real quick if you were 150 meters. You know, mind you, these other people were trying to see the Titanic. Look where they were going at. That's just too far down. You're going to have basically pressure. Yeah, because, yeah, I would see right there, yeah, because you wouldn't have to deal with so much of the pressures of the ocean and all that. But yeah, but okay, so wait a minute. How many meters do you have to be in the ocean to escape a 400-foot wave? So let's see. To escape a 400-foot wave, you would need to be at least 22 meters. So yeah, you would miss it. And 22, there were 150 something meters. So you would miss it, definitely. Huh. See, it's the kind of stuff I find freaking fascinating. I know it sounds crazy, but this stuff I find fascinating. How many meters you have to be under the ocean to miss this and that. Huh, that's really interesting. So, question is, how many meters can a human swim underwater? So let me see. The average person can swim around 20 to 30 meters. Yeah, you're way under. If you're talking about that, 30 meters. So let's see. Free divers can reach 100. World's record is 414 meters. So you can see why 800 meters would be completely dark. How many meters do whales swim underwater? Good gracious. So whales are 2,992 meters. Sheesh. Good gracious. I gotta figure out what creature swims the deepest. Okay. How many meters is the deepest creature? It goes by, it would be approximately, it can't be whales. Those things are deeper than that. I know in the Mediterranean Trench, there's actually things down there deeper than that. What's that one fish you had that has that glowing light in the front of it? Those things are really far down there. Okay, let me see. All right, here we go. This is more like, let's see. A snailfish. Snailfish swim around 8,336 meters. Good gracious. You are down there. You are down there, man. You are freaking down there. What lives at 13,000? Okay, 13,000 meters under the ocean. You have deep sea, including a basket starfish, a sea pig, and a sea spider. I don't think I want to bump into the sea spider, honestly, truthfully. I mean, that just sounds like something really big and nasty waiting for you. The sea pig freaks me out because I got mixed thoughts on that one, so I don't know what that looks like in my head. A basket star I'd rather deal with, but that freaking sea spider, that right there, yeah, that thing is freaking huge. What the freak is that? These animals you didn't know exist. No, I don't need to find out about that. That's in the deep down there. Some people be asking for it, like scientists. Like I don't know why. Like what goes through your mind sometimes? You get a little tiny freaking. So apparently, I remember. I'm gonna see if I can find that too. Apparently, these guys got the bright idea to go into a really deep section of the ocean, like uncharted, with this little tuna can with a little light on the side and a robot arm on it. And they decided to put a huge piece of tuna on the side of this freaking sub to see if they can attract something big. I was like, why? And they did. They did attract something pretty big. It was an unusual sized shark. It was huge. It was actually kind of batting around their little tiny sub all over the place. And they're screaming their heads off. What do you think was going to happen? Here, angular fish. There we go. Some of the jacked up things. A goblin shark. You think you want to run into a goblin shark? I don't think so. Look at that thing. That's a freaking shark. Can you imagine? You're down there swimming around and you see that staring you in the face. And it's a shark. So, you know, it probably eats meat. Gee whiz Louise. Yeah, no, I've never even heard of a goblin shark before. That just looks hideous on so many levels. Oh, we gotta look this thing up. I'm gonna regret this so badly. I know I am. Goblin shark. Oh, it's even worse. Gee whiz Louise. That is really ugly. That is, I mean, I know all God's creatures, but good gracious. Sorry about that. I'm trying to bring this down so you can see this. Look at this. What the freak? Hey, George. What's going on, George? Hey, George. That is freaky. It doesn't even look like it has shark eyes. Look at this, human eyes. It's like somebody had a bad cloning incident. Look, someone recorded it. Somebody was down there recording. You had to have a machine down there. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If it weren't for crazy people going in the ocean, I'm not calling you crazy, but to me, you're crazy at the end of the day. Going in the ocean and areas that are super dark that no one knows we're looking right back at you. And you're able to go and record this stuff so we can see the stuff up here. Hey, thank you. because I couldn't do it. You wouldn't catch me. If it was me at the end of the day, you wouldn't discover jack. Dude, you would not even know that half these animals would ever exist. I would never be down there. Nope. At all. Period. You would have no idea that any of these animals ever existed because I wouldn't be in the woods. I wouldn't be anywhere at all. You'd have to stumble upon it because I sure ain't looking for it. So what did you were out there like 10 years? What did you find? Nothing. Nothing out there. Not a thing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Period. I'm not going out there looking for anything, especially not in the ocean. Curious. How big is a goblin shark? I even heard it. They're 12 feet. Wait. They can reach lengths up to 20 feet? Are you freaking kidding me? Hold on. What do goblin sharks eat? Sharks eat small fish, squid. Let me see. Do goblin sharks eat people? No, goblin sharks do not eat humans. Okay. That works for me. Right there. Ugly as can be, but won't eat me. That is fantastic. Yes, sir. I'll be down there taking pictures all day long. And I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, they don't eat people. My God knows what he's doing, because, man. I bet you the other sharks look at him and go, I go, Well, I can see you're not from the pretty part of the basket. None of the sharks got to mess with me. Hey, well, okay. When you face a shark mother could love. Let me see, great white. Oh, I hate to look this thing up. It's actually a bull shark too. The demon shark. So this is real. They found this thing by accident. See, this is why I tell you that in the ocean, there are things down there that we don't even know. We haven't fully explored the ocean. And there are things that every once in a while will pop up on camera, enough to make you freak out for life. Like you would never go in the ocean again. So, these guys were trying to retrieve this cave that snapped off and apparently went into some of the deeper crevices of the ocean. And this cage was down there, but the camera was still active on the cage. And it recorded something. They recorded this huge black shark. I mean, jet black shark with these funny color looking eyes. Not your normal everyday shark. And it was freaking huge. Huge. And they dubbed it the demon shark. Discovered. It's in Australia. Australia, what the freak, man? Y'all got some of the most craziest things ever. You got the world's deadliest spiders. You got the world's deadliest snakes. Now you got this crazy demon shark over there. And I'll tell you, I won't be ever going in the water. Oh, what the freak? Yeah! I'm seeing too much. I'm seeing too much. No! Alright, that just gave me a little heart attack along the way. Gee whiz, really? Can we just calm that one down a little bit there? Gee whiz. Yeah, they named it out. You know how crazy a shark would have to be to get the name Demon behind the back of it? God, and I saw the video. I saw the video of it attacking the cage. Oh my goodness. You've got to be freaking kidding me. See, that's why I said there's things down there. You never know what's watching you back. You just don't know what's watching you back. I had no idea something like that was swimming in the water like that. I mean, I understand something big enough in the water would freak out the other animals. But what about the other hat that's not big enough to freak out the other animals that actually still exists down there that, will freak you out? Good gracious. It's a black demon shark real. Yeah, it was real from what I saw in that video, man. I'm going to take a look at this right here. I know I'm going to regret this on so many levels. And they caught one of these things attacking a cage, man. This thing was huge. I'm like, my God, that thing can't be real. It's real. You can look it up on YouTube. They showed the video of it. You're gonna look at that thing like, oh, that can't be real. It doesn't even look real. See, that's the reason why, because we never saw it before. That's why. That's like saying if somebody saw a whale for the first time, they think it was a sea monster, but it's not. So we're not used to seeing anything that big. But it's jet black. So this thing can weigh between 50,000 to 100,000 pounds. You know how big a shark would be to be 100,000 pounds? Good gracious, man. Leave it down there. People would probably want to go explore. Like, oh my goodness, we found a shark. We're going to get the smallest capsule we possibly can, made out of notebook paper. We're going to figure this thing out. No. I'm good. I pass. Some things should be left alone. Like the Titanic. Leave the Titanic alone. Seriously. It's a cursed ship, by the way. All right? The ship got cursed, and then the guy sat there and said that not even God can sink this ship. You see how that turned out. Anyone that goes to visit that thing does not do well. Leave it alone. Some things are just left to be left where they're at. And you still got people at the end of the day still trying to go down there and see that thing. Hold on for a minute. How far is the Titanic sitting down there? I know I said something crazy. How many meters is the Titanic? Titanic is 882 meters. All right. Well, enough to make a ship implode, but yeah, it's 869 meters. No, sorry, 269 meters. That's right, 269 meters. No, it's 882 meters. Jeez, man, they're pushing it for that one, aren't they? Mind you, the city of Rapture is 200 something. And that right there is 800 something meters? Oh yeah, of course you're going to get crushed like a little bottle cap. There's no way in the world. You can't even see 800 meters. That's why they got to put them lights on. We just asked for it, aren't we? On so many levels. Let's see by measurements where this thing is supposed to be sitting at. I say leave it alone. Don't even bother going down there. Let it be. Let it stay. Yeah, that ocean gate. I don't know what the frick was on their mind. First things first, I'm not getting on anything at the end of the day that has a game controller on it. I'm not getting on it. I'm just not doing it. I don't know why. If that guy would have thought like game controller and backed out of there, he'd still be alive today. Another person didn't get on it, and he fired an engineer. Anytime you fire an engineer on a project, we're not getting on it. Nope. Yeah, people that died on it, but people were cracking jokes over it. They thought it was funny. Kind of funny about watching people get crushed into dust. Definitely dying. I don't care if they're rich or poor, it doesn't make a difference. There are still people at the end of the day that didn't deserve that mess. That's just messed up. Really messed up. Even though they said it was painless, it was painless, yeah, but in the split second in their mind, they knew they were going to die. They knew it automatically. They were aware that they were going to die. So, people laughed about it, though it's funny, but, there's nothing funny about that. They're rich people. So what? There were people at the end of the day. It's still people. It's a shame. Those people died like that. But, when they got on that ship, a game controller? No. And then he built the hull. He built the hull out of plastic. You're going 800 something meters under the ocean. I wonder if it crushed, imploded. He had built the hull. He got half of that stuff, some of that stuff at Walmart. Did you read the list of where he got the parts from to build that submarine? It's crazy. And on top of that, because some people get so high and mighty within themselves to think that, I'm a professional, so. Your freaking chief inspector was like, no, this is not going to work. He died in it too. It's not going to work. He fired him because he didn't know what he was talking about. Arrogance, man. That freaking arrogance in there. You gotta be careful about it. That's something dangerous. I, too, have to be careful because I get arrogant in my freaking projects. I do. I get very arrogant. I have to catch myself. Sometimes I have to. God has to knock me down a couple of pegs. I go through the process. Christians go through that process all the time. We can become arrogant. It happens. And we have to basically be knocked down a couple of pegs. Sometimes we have to lose things to actually be humble. Rolex is better when you're humble, not when you're arrogant. Even when he blesses you, you got to be careful about that, because the devil will come and go, oh yeah, yeah, all right. And you got to be careful about that. You do. Yes, you do. All right, people, I had a great time talking with you, as always. Give me a chance to come in here and look at some pretty cool stuff. That'd be a fun YouTube channel. Pretty cool stuff. Just come in here and just talk about stuff. Like, hey, you want to check out this? See how this is built, how that's made and designed and stuff like that. That'd be cool. I think I would have made a good history teacher. That'd have been fun. Teaching kids about history, which is very important. No, now there's a scuba diver down there. But yeah, you can see he got this freaking air tube connected to him. Yeah. Can you imagine? You got this tube and this shark like, spaghetti. Gosh, and bites into that. Let me see. Look at that. They got the freaking 3050. It's pink too. Oh, that'd be great for a pink PC. Sugar plum berry. 3050 is pink too. See, this one has a 4. This one has a 4.0 Express. 4.0 RTX. Jeez, you have to get a video card with a 4.0 in it. That's not hard to get, but still. These are easier. The 3.0 in these. Alright, people. I'm so glad we had this time together. We went way off track, but I'm going to keep this because I had fun talking. Hope you enjoyed your day. Be safe out there. God bless.